Yo, 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 yo. Hey guys, it's Mr. G. And we're going to talk about integer exponents some more. So this is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, please go back and watch that before you continue on with this video, because that's going to be super crucial and super important. No key terms, we already got all of those in part 1. So let's just get to it. So really what we're going to look at, this is all those properties again. So now you guys have a list with examples of what each property of integer exponents and how they are all used. So we talked about just about all of these in part 1. The only one we didn't really talk about was this first one, which is the zero exponent property. So the zero exponent property is basically saying as long as your base isn't 0, that's a different ballgame, and we won't have to really get into that. But anything raised to the power of 0 is just equal to 1. So 2 raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. If I had 4 raised to the power of 0, the answer is just 1. If I had 217 raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. Anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. Okay? So, that being said, what we're going to do from here is we are going to work on simplifying these expressions by using all of our properties. So first is we have some parentheses to simplify, and then we get to worry about our exponents. Some parentheses to simplify, and then we get to worry about our exponents, and then we'll deal with this one here in the middle. So first, I have 5 minus 2. So order of operations, guys, does tell you to simplify parentheses first. Okay, parentheses do come before the exponent. Now, I know we have this power of product property where it looks like when we have parentheses, we can distribute this n. We kind of did this in the last video to both. However, this isn't a multiplication symbol in the middle. This is subtraction and addition, and that's power of product. So that's why we can't really do that. So we're just going to actually simplify this. 5 minus 2 is 3. So I have 3 to the 5th power times 3 to the negative a power plus 5 plus 2 is 7, all raised to the power of 0. Now, 7 raised to the power of 0, that's 1. And then I can also simplify 3 to the 5th times 3 to the negative 8. Well, this is where I just get to do my product of powers. I'm sorry. Yeah, product of powers. Jeez. So that's going to be 5 plus negative 8. I just add those two exponents, and that's going to give me negative 3. So I have 3 to the negative 3rd power plus 1. We're not allowed to have negative exponents. Doesn't work. So 3 to the negative 3rd, I follow my negative exponent property. That becomes 1 over 3 to the 3rd power plus 1. From here, I could continue to go forward because 3 to the 3rd power is a simple 1 over 27. Because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27 plus 1, which is 1 and 1/27. I get to stop there. Do not need to change it to a decimal. Okay, try this one on your own. See how you do. Okay, it might look a little bit confusing with these. These are brackets. Okay, remember, this is like another set of parentheses. It's just saying that's just showing that this power is being raised to this power. But let's take one step at a time. Use your properties, and let's just see how it goes. Okay, so 3 plus 1. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger if I can. Boom. Yeah, I don't care if I cover that up. There we go. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And that's all raised to the power of 2. And then I've got these brackets around here showing that all of this is raised to the power of 3. And all of that is over 7 minus 3 is 4. And that's going to be 4 squared. Now I have to figure out why I have 4 to the power of 2, all raised to the power of 3. So this is where we have a power of a power, where I multiply these two values. So 2 times 3 is 6. So the whole top ends up simplifying to just 4 to the 6th over 4 squared. And that is equal to 4 to the 4th, because then I get to subtract, because this is the quotient of powers. And I can stop there. We don't need to simplify 4 to the 4th. Okay. So get some more. If you want to pause and try them out, pause and try them out. Okay, the more practice, the better. So this one, let's make it a little bit bigger if we can. There we go. So again, I'm going to simplify inside the parentheses first. So it's 5 to the power of 2, all raised to the power of 2. All over 5 to the power of 3. 2 raised to the power of 2, that's a power of a power. So I multiply those to get 5 to the 4th over 5 to the 3rd, which gives me just 5 to the first power, but 5 to the first power is just 5. Okay, now over here. Let's see, this simplifies. So I have 2 squared, all raised to the 3rd power. Definitely pause and try this one, now that I think about it. I know I said you could. Definitely do it if you haven't done it yet. So 2 raised to the power of 2, all raised to the 3rd, so I get to multiply these. That becomes 2 to the 6th. Minus, so we'll talk about this in a second, and this becomes 4 to the 3rd times 4 to the negative 5th. So we can't deal with this minus yet. Let's just simplify this over here, because this is 2 separate areas now. Like 2 to the 6th minus, I can't do anything with that, but I could do 4 to the 3rd times 4 to the negative 5th, because that gives me 4 to the negative power of negative 2. So this is 2 to the 6th minus 4 to the power of negative 2, which is really 2 to the 6th minus 1 over 4 squared, which gives me 2 to the 6th minus 1/16. Now, because I have this subtraction, in order for me to simplify all the way, I would actually need to figure out what 2 to the 6th is. And because it's 2's, it's not that bad. Okay, because this is just 4, 4, 4. I did 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. So now I'm just multiplying 4 to the 3rd power, which is 64. So really this is 64 minus 1 over 16, which is 63 and 15 over 16. If you stopped and left it here, that's fine for the purposes of this right now. Okay, that's it. So really it was just getting more practice and understanding how to get all these properties work together and understand that zero product, the power, anything, the zero exponent property. Okay, so things to remember: 217 raised to the power of 0 equals 1. Okay, 514 raised to the power of 0 equals 1. Anything raised to the power of 0 is 1, guys. All right, that's it. Hope this helped. If you have any questions, please let me know. Get both independent practice problems done. Gradius out.